video file and oh gosh.
Yeah, yeah, that's what it starts on. 5. Well, we don't have anything else to do in Burke's biosurgery, so we're leaving there for now.
Thank you. My inner prude thanks you very much.
Yeah, and now we realize that we don't have Joey with us, so we have to go get him, of course.
How on earth did you miss him? He was
That's
just such
yeah.
presence.
That's the weird thing too, is because like before going down the elevator, you know, I mean, I guess I went straight to the elevator from the power generator, but it's kind of the weird thing with this game is that there's so much waiting that you have to do for NPCs and stuff. So like now I'm standing here and I'm literally just waiting for Joey, and he comes rolling in, and it's like, come on, man, you couldn't just be there, like you couldn't follow me down or something.
Give me an analysis, Joey.
That's something you can do.
The traces of iron, carbon, and magnesium.
You can
just
throw items from your inventory at Joey.
I'm just surprised I didn't pull the experiment on you and like have Joey go like, you left me alone for like
Come on, Joey.
16.8 minutes.
Yeah.
That scared me when I played the experiment because it's like I come back and she's like, you left me alone for 3 days. oh jeez.
Oh,
I
no.
still haven't gone back to my 2-year-old profile just in case.
Uh-oh.
She's like dead.
Where are we now, kid?
Yeah, now we're down in Bellevue with Joey, so obviously we have to go through all of the dialogue sections again.
How far is it to the ground now?
Oh well.
And we're just having this conversation with him while standing in the elevator.
Meters to go.
Never mind.
It's okay. Rob likes talking while he's standing in an elevator. He's one of those weirdos who tries to start conversations with people while they're standing in an elevator.
I'm one of those weird people.
Great.
Still not as terrible as the time that a friend of mine
That
tried
must
to
have
make
fallen
conversation
from the
while we were
level
standing
above.
at urinals.
Yeah, no. You don't do that. That's not even cool.
Yeah,
What
no,
do you
it's
know
not.
about art,
Yeah.
Joey?
Do you include welding under that topic?
So,
Well, I suppose so. If it's creative welding.
I could make a few improvements to that sculpture.
yeah, Joey doesn't like the man and machine sculpture. So I'm
I
like,
don't either, and I'm a modern art enthusiast.
Never.
so I'm like, well, maybe I can get Joey to interact with the sculpture in some way, but no, you can't. At least not that I know of. He just shrugs. I don't know.
If that's
You
art,
use cable and crowbar on sculpture,
Yeah,
and
you
all he
realize
does is just throw them at it, and it's an improvement.
you realize that there's something very dirty on the sculpture too, which is just kind of disgusting.
What do you mean it's kind of dirty?
There's just like a
can you interface with
a
that computer,
pile
Joey?
of something
That's
in
not
like the
a good
middle of
idea.
the sculpture.
Why
The
not?
entire outside of this,
Because the system has
like the
a
entire
virus.
courtyard.
Oh,
is
yeah,
gross,
yeah, yeah.
How
so-
can you tell?
Yeah, it is. It's
Just
just
believe me,
it's
I know these
horrific,
things.
which is why the first time I actually entered that little courtyard area, I didn't even realize that in the lower right corner of the screen was the wreckage from the upper floor.
It just looks like the rest of the scenery.
Yeah, exactly.
Gross courtyard.
We're going through to get all of the dialogue because we
That's
are
why you didn't talk to the travel agent, right?
we talked to Joey while standing in the travel
Can you
agent's
interface
office.
with that computer, Joey?
I see.
I could if I wanted to.
And Joey is just giving us sass. He's so
I'm asking you
sassy.
to do it.
Correction. You're ordering me.
Yes, do it.
Just do it.
He's so
What
sassy.
am I searching for?
Anything on Overman for a start.
And of course, this is where Rob starts
This
a
director is
recurring,
hopeless mess. I'm going to reorganize. his
a
whole
recurring sequence of stumbling into solving puzzles that he will later discover were puzzles in the first place.
Use your
Because we
welder
just
on that
reorganized
statue,
that hard
Joey.
drive. which
But
is
why
just
did,
gonna-
like, what does that do? Like,
That
does it
anchor could
confuse
be-
the salesman?
Yeah,
I'm always
yeah.
ready for a
It's
spot of
just to mess with the salesman, just to confuse him and waste his time on something later.
Okay.
And we're like, well, it's an adventure game, so clearly we need that anchor for something. But we can't get the anchor because Mr. Anchor there yells at us.
Can you help me get to ground?
So we have to
Obviously.
we have to find a way to get him out of the
What you need is
room.
travel insurance, yeah?
I'm not sure if we
Just to use an
discover the
elevator?
answer to that puzzle at the
Hey,
moment.
man, those things are death traps, yeah? Our policy gives you cover for all
He does offer to give us
elevator-related
elevator insurance,
situations.
though.
I'm not interested.
You should have said, tell me more.
I
Why
did
did you
at
choose
first.
a career in insurance? With
but-
a
That
name
doesn't
like
change
mine,
anything?
It was my destiny.
Yeah, it's
I'm
well,
Billy Anchor, yeah? Bet that
it
caused
was kind of
problems
just
at
more
school.
time
It
wasting
certainly did.
because
No joke being
it's
first on
more
the
like
register,
just fluff
yeah?
dialogue, and at the
You have a
point where I
client
was
called Overman?
going through this section
I'll
again,
check the
I was like,
computer files.
I don't really care enough
Do you know
to
the first
go
name?
through that dialogue tree again.
Fair enough.
No. Do you know
But
the
we do
address?
have to go through
no.
Rob showing off how
Do you
little
know
he
what
knows
sex this
about
person is?
a person
Well,
he's trying to get
presumably
information
he's
on.
male. At last, we're getting somewhere. Now, what is his link status?
I don't know that
I
either.
haven't a clue. Never mind. I'll try a search.
Do a
anyway.
search in your
He's,
records.
he's acting like me
Overman.
at Best Buy.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, I want you to get my receipt for me. It's like,
Male.
your name? I don't want to tell you. Phone number? I didn't attach
That's
one.
funny.
Gender? Why are you asking?
Computer's gone down on me, huh?
Yeah, so because we fixed his hard drive, his computer
Well,
goes
I
down,
won't be able
so
to
he
help
can't
you
do
after
the search.
Oh, well.
Do you have a client called Reich?
Which
Can't
doesn't
you get the
really
information from Link?
have an impact.
I prefer dealing with people.
I do like this though.
Let's get this straight. You'd rather talk to me than use a terminal? Yes. Is there something wrong with
Yes,
that?
this is definitely me at Best Buy.
We're going to get along fine. Well, I'd like to help you, yeah.
But his
But the
computer's
computer's
down
gone ape.
because we fixed his hard drive.
Yeah, sounds right.
Yeah.
This is totally me at Best Buy. Like, this is a perfect mirror clone. It's terrifying.
Here, have a present.
So I don't know why, but I tried to give him the light bulb. I don't know.
For being a bright guy.
again, Joey.
I'm trying to think of some way to get him out of the room, but I can't at the moment. I have to
Use the red cable on the chart to make it look like everything's going really well, and he goes and celebrates.
No. You have the cable so that it's like dangling off of the chart even further down. Like it's so bad that it broke the chart.
And so he goes and throws himself off Bellevue.
Ah! Now it's all sad.
I'm sorry, that was... We were talking about a series of unfortunate events before, so that was putting me into the slightly black mood. Black humor.
Yeah. So this is where I don't show it off, but I figure out that that door is Reich's apartment, and we have Reich's ID card.
And you went without Joey again. A monster.
He doesn't actually follow us into the apartments anyway.
Thank goodness, he'd just get in the way.
It still bears
Well,
the
yeah,
impression
he
of
waits
his hand.
outside. So the only thing you have to interact with in this room
Dangerous
is the
Bikes
pillow
Monthly,
to get that
a
magazine.
motorbike magazine.
But I'm going to interact with everything else in the room anyway.
Obviously.
That's where poor Reich slept.
Poor Reich, who was going to kill
Couldn't
us.
sleep there. Reich would haunt me.
We only watched him die.
Yeah.
Pretty
you know,
brutally, too.
cut in half by a
Doesn't
laser
look very
camera.
comfortable.
Wow.
I'm too busy to sit down.
And so,
It's a food dispenser.
yeah, this is the food dispenser for Reich's
It
fish.
must be empty.
But we can't even feed the
Poor
fish.
fish will be hungry.
So, like, we kill the owner, and we can't even take care of the fish.
It's not switched on.
That's
It doesn't
what...
work. The power must
Yeah,
be off.
there's a lot of... Multiple times in this game, the animals just get left alone and, like, or abused. It's like, why?
It shows different kinds of fish.
Yeah, that'll
Reich must have been plotting
that'll
them.
come into play later as well.
Hopefully PETA never
Fish
watches
must get
this.
very bored with its little world.
It's okay.
Do not
It's okay.
touch. It might bite.
So,
Put Cable in an aquarium.
yeah, I was thinking there
It's a
might be
picture of
something
hills
I could do
covered
in this
with
room,
white stuff.
but there totally isn't. It's all
Union
it's
City
it's all
Fish
just world
Fanciers
building
Club.
again.
Third
Reich
Fish
is
fanciers.
mutant category.
Reich was really into fish, like really into fish.
But somehow when we come to his room, we don't even get something fish related.
No, we
So
got
it's just world building.
yeah, we got a magazine, and that magazine will. I didn't know what to do with the magazine initially, and I still like the only reason I solved the puzzle involving the magazine is that I started just mashing it on everything that I could because adventure games. But that ended up working.
You know, as it does.
Yeah.
Not even gonna talk to
So
Lab?
at this point, I'm confused because I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. So I tried going through the window with the cable.
With Lamb
Even though
inside.
he could literally just climb through that window, but I tried to like rope my way through it with the cable anyway. I don't know. This is where Rob starts to kind of
Give me
lose
an
his
analysis,
mind.
Joey.
A motorbike magazine. Those machines are sleek.
But we discover that
Hey,
motorbikes are hot commodities in this future world, and we will discover that further when we actually bother talking to Lamb. I don't know why I'm going the other way. Sorry. Oh yeah, I think I
Because
mashed
you
the-
want to go look back inside the biosurgery?
No, I think I mashed the motorbike magazine into his face.
I've got a present for you.
He doesn't actually say anything about
I
it.
wouldn't take anything from you.
Like, how that text makes him sound like just creepy caring, but the sound
Yeah.
is like he just hates you.
Yeah, yeah. So, do I? Yeah,
This was rated
This-
T for teen.
Was it?
I think it
probably
was, yeah.
Probably was.
You think I need a doctor, Joey?
You know,
But yeah.
the butt's what did it in this time.
Well, I mean, yeah,
There's nothing wrong with this one.
I don't know. Pixelated boobs are still boobs.
Yeah, it didn't seem to bother Beyond Atlantis very much.
Never.
Well, they covered it up with the hair. Remember?
This door, it's as immovable.
So, yes. At this point, I'm completely lost. I don't know what to do.
I'm just,
We actually can get into the surgery shortly.
Oh.
I'm not sure if
Give
we
me
can
an
at
analysis.
this moment. Because the way we get into the surgery is we have Joey talk to the hologram.
Right.
But I think something else needs to happen before we can trigger that dialogue tree. So we wander a little bit more. Because Rob doesn't know what he's doing. He is completely clueless, yet
To be
again.
fair, I have absolutely no idea what to do next either, so there you go.
Yeah, but he has a motorbike magazine, and Lamb just so happens to inform us that
hey, Lamb,
motorbike magazines, well, motorbikes, are hot
do
commodities.
you like this magazine?
Ah.
Put it away. Motorbikes are illegal.
Wait, what?
So, yeah, motorbikes are illegal.
Hey, Lamb,
So we try to...
I've got something for you.
At this point, like, I don't know what the light bulb is actually used for, so I'm just trying it on
Hey,
everything.
Lamb, I've got something for you.
You keep
So I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing at this moment. But then I figure, well, the magazine had a special dialogue option with Lamb, so maybe the magazine has special dialogue with another character. And this is where a non sequitur dialogue line happens very, very suddenly, but is actually the progression.
Would you
Of
like this
course.
magazine?
It's the T.E. Lawrence
Because
Collector's
this guy
Edition.
loves
I've
motorcycles.
been looking for that for years.
We have
If
no
I give it
reason
to you, will you
to
help me?
believe that
I'd do
he loves
anything
motorcycles.
to get that magazine.
Except for maybe his clothes, but I don't know.
Forget about.
So what we have to actually do is...
Would you like this mag?
It's the
I figure I could just give him
If
the
I give it-
magazine, and he would trade it for whatever. But what you actually have to do is talk to him
I'll
through
take
the
you.
tours. And I accidentally
What's wrong with
skipped
these
through that
clothes?
first
They're
bit of
hot.
dialogue,
Boy, she
unfortunately.
We'll survive.
What you need is
Yeah.
something fashionable.
But you eventually
who's
trigger
talking.
him saying
The
that
ground
he'll
tour
give you a
is
ticket,
class,
and
see?
he will trade you a
You'll
tour
be mixing
ticket
with
for
people of elegance
the magazine. And then,
money.
of course,
All
you
right,
will remember
that's the
that
grand tour.
Lamb
Yeah, Lil really
wants to go on
wants
holiday.
Put me on the economy.
Absolutely.
I'll
Yeah.
make your reservation. You can pick up the
And
ticket
now, actually,
from
the first time I recorded this,
Can't I have
like,
the
I went
ticket
through
now?
all of this tour
Would
dialogue,
you swap
but
a
I
ticket
didn't
for
have
this
the...
magazine?
I didn't try to give him the magazine, so it just said, oh, well, I can get you the ticket in, like, a month. And he was like, oh,
Do you know a
blah.
guy called
Yeah, I
Overman?
noticed.
Never heard of him.
And I didn't know what to
Do you know
do
your computer
after
has a
that.
virus?
But...
It can't happen.
My robot assures me it does.
And I don't understand...
Get a life.
I don't understand
That's just
why
a
he says
well-done
that
wheel.
his computer is
Show him,
incapable
Joey.
of getting...
Analyze his brain patterns.
Like, this is
You
just
sure?
complete
Like a
non
sex
sequitur.
in there.
Again.
Of course.
I don't... like... But... But this...
Failure to live up to them.
Oh,
Laws banning motorbikes is repressive.
there's your hint to give him the motorbike magazine.
Institutionalized
Yeah.
castration.
All right, knock it off.
His
Like-
I didn't even right in the psychological gut there.
of his mother and his first moped.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
My moped.
It's like... It's like...
It
It's
doesn't
like,
matter.
wow, the scariest part is that those...
Joey can read your mind.
Well, aside from that, the scariest part is that, like, that commentary
Travel
on
pro tours.
on masculinity,
One
not to invite drama or anything, but that commentary on masculinity is still relevant today, 20 years later.
You know, as it was.
Yeah. Which is it's kind of like when I was playing Metal Gear Solid 2.
Right.
I was playing Metal Gear Solid 2 back in like 2012, 10 years after it was released, and
Here, have a
like
present.
the end of that game
You're joking, yeah?
was still so relevant to like political and worldwide events that were happening at the time.
I like how
And I
you're
was
just
like-
really wanting that anchor.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
And,
Metal Gear Solid 2 is really relevant to the politics of the time.
Yeah, and I was like, when I was playing, when I got to like the end of the game, I was like, Kojima must have been like either from the future or been able to see the future, because that's how like scarily relevant it was to world politics at the time. It was so
well, it
weird.
is Kojima.
It-
Truly
it
a man
is.
of the ages.
It is. So we try to get into Lamb's apartment again. We can't do that. Yeah, so we got the ticket, so we're actually trying to find Lamb at the moment, because he
Yeah,
wanders.
I understand. Quick, move quick. Don't
Yeah.
give him the cable.
Hey, Lamb.
But we're gonna give him this ticket, and he's gonna be so happy to be on holiday that
Would you like this
he
ticket?
lets us progress
What's it
further
for,
through the
lad?
game.
A tour. Wouldn't you like a holiday?
You're right. I really deserve a break.
Because he works so
You know-
hard.
I'm so touched. I'm going to give you something in return.
And Rob gets his hopes up.
Kind of hoping you might.
Something you'll look back on for the
I mean,
rest
he
of
does
your
build it up.
life.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm not hoping for good things.
A tour of my factory.
And it wasn't.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Meet me there.
And Rob's sarcastic,
You're
"Oh,
in for
great."
a treat.
That kind of says it all. But we actually do have to go further into the factory to
Yeah,
progress
I
further in
assume-
the game.
I assume that he's going to actually let us get into the radioactive area that we can't get into.
Yes. And we can actually... I I don't think I show off. I don't think I show it off, but you can actually kill yourself in the radioactive section.
Oh, don't worry. I did that multiple.
Yeah, we leave Joey behind again.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I died in that section multiple times when I played this. Because, you know, radioactive.
Yeah.
I remember not exactly understanding what was going on, and then I just accidentally roasted myself.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's the death sequence.
Excuse me.
So you're supposed to actually wait for Lamb. I didn't. Which means I talked to this guy again.
Mind if I
But-
look around?
Since you're a friend of Lamb's, you can go where you like.
He lets
fast
us
communication.
continue.
The reactor if I
Yeah,
was you.
he lets us continue anyway,
Unless you're
even though
wearing
we
some
didn't talk to
protection.
Lamb yet. Which is, again, a weird bit of, like, non sequitur kind of dialogue being triggered by progression flags.
Well, to be
I'm
fair,
like,
they were expecting you to be waiting in rapture for this upcoming tour.
yeah, it's like, so I can continue on, but I'm going to wait for Lamb because he's supposed to be showing us this tour. So the cursor jams along with the music for a little bit there. Because
Oh
waiting,
man, it's like the lock the taskbar video.
because waiting is the most fun part of every single game, right? That's why people play mobile games, isn't it?
Oh, topical. I suppose.
Well, yeah. I mean,
I heard that
It's a
elevator.
computer with the word.
So now Lamb is up here. Finally. God, he's so slow.
When do I get the
Well,
tour
he's
you promised
carrying
me?
10 beavers worth
I
of fur
told
on him.
you.
So we follow him into the factory, and he's going to give us this stunning tour of the place, which
It's
is
going to be a whole
just
2 screens, isn't it?
it's just fantastic.
Hey, Lamb. When do I get the tour you promised?
But he doesn't actually give it to us
Well,
until we're
there's no
actually
time
inside.
like the present.
Ugh.
We'll start right now.
Yeah.
Now, take a look at this machine.
Oh, you mean the one
I'm
that I
half
broke?
I'm half expecting.
This machine measures the
I'm
internal
half expecting like the
bore
black
of the
screen
valve.
saying 3 hours later.
Yeah,
Accurate
yeah.
To 20 decimal
No.
places.
Fortunately
whatever
not.
that means.
Oh
But,
no.
Impressive, isn't it? All those numbers.
Do you even know what those numbers
I'm
mean?
sure they
Yeah.
mean something.
Oh
Follow
no.
me. I'll show you the next section.
Oh no, this is like training day at my grocery store. Why do
Nah.
I keep referencing all my jobs?
Because. But yes, it is a full 2 screens.
This machine is supposed to drive the conveyor.
But we broke
But
it.
it's not bloody working.
Sorry, not sorry.
Heads will roll for this. Foreman Potts, why has this machine stopped?
He hasn't noticed.
I've been so
Yeah,
busy
exactly.
I didn't notice.
Because he was too preoccupied with
Can't I
that
trust
that
you
clipboard
with
there.
anything? Look
Well, we can
after
trust
my
you with that
desk,
clipboard.
Potts.
Yeah.
I'll have to leave
So
you to
now
show
we get free
yourself
reign of the
around.
factory, which is a grand 2 more screens, if you can believe it.
So you can show us half the factory anyways.
Yeah.
And all of the safe part of it.
And look, Anita's back.
And she's really at the edge of the danger zone without any protection.
But we can actually walk into.
To open these lockers.
We can. So we can walk into the danger zone without any adverse
Nothing
effects.
interesting in this
Even though we
locker.
don't have that rad suit that guy has.
But we're more likely to survive if we mess up.
Nothing
Yeah.
interesting in this
And
locker.
of course, you can't understand anything the guy in the rad suit says.
Thought you were gonna die here?
No, I just had to end the video.
Oh, hey, you're doing a smash cut like I do. What the heck?
It's not really a smash cut, unfortunately. It took too long.
Dang.